All right. What is up? What is up? Good morning. Um, don't know what time everybody's gonna be watching this, so gotta say good morning. But we will be doing a Sunday slate breakdown. Yesterday, Saturday slate was pretty good. Our breakdown did very well for the early games. Late games, I'll say it was pretty terrible. Besides Jose Siri, if I'm not mistaken. Owen, Christian Walker, and Bryce Matthews. That's damn near the only three people that we called out. Oh, Zach Geloff as well. But just late night games wasn't really performing the best. You got most of your home runs from the early games. Caught a little slight little two leg. But yeah, we'll be getting into this breakdown. Won't be taking long. One thing I do want to talk about is, well, do want to mention is a challenge that somebody has brought upon me, and I don't know if I'll be posting this in a Twitter or on Twitter, um, but I will be posting this in my Discord for sure, in the HRTargets Discord. It's the 10K challenge. Somebody told me that they feel like I am well educated enough, and they said they don't think anybody has completed it. Whenever people have took upon the challenge or took on the challenge, they have quit. They have either got to the finish line almost and will um take the money, like they will get like to the day before or wherever they will get, and they will take the money and just quit, or they will end up missing like on a certain day and never restart. So I will be doing the challenge for the rest of the season. Plus 100 leg, 10 days, $10 to 10K. We will be doing this. I have took on that challenge, and like how I said, I'll be posting that in the Discord. So we will be doing this Sunday breakdown. And yeah, same thing as usual. We will be doing this in the timely order of which games is vulnerable. And I already went through and have everything saved. So I'll just be talking about the batters, probably going over a few things, probably not. And then yeah, we'll just be going from there. Another thing I just want to say, and I have to mention, is it's the last game of the series. If you guys remember what I said about that, big hitters don't like performing. Take it with a grain of salt. They can perform today, just on the last days. They don't like performing. And we know how Sunday slates are. Sunday slates can be completely terrible, but Slate is looking pretty decent. I would say it's not the best, but it's not the worst. We got 32.8 home runs projected today, so we'll see what we can do with these few little aces on the mound. The very first vulnerable game that's being pulled in the top five is Seattle versus Washington. Now, you guys know how we feel about Washington. Emerson Hancock isn't the best, but he's not the worst. Only giving up 2 home runs past 5 games. Mainly gives it up to lefties. Um, gives it up to righties as well, but mainly gives it up to lefties. As of the past 2 years, 50-50. This year, 6-4. So the stacks that we have as usual: James Wood, CJ Curtis, Curtis Mead, Ruiz, Luis Garcia, and Dalen Lau. But our danger batters is James Wood, Luis Garcia, Curtis Mead, CJ, Dalen Lau as well. Who I had saved: it's James Wood, Luis Garcia, nope, not Curtis Mead, CJ. And that was it. Just your top three. James Wood, Luis Garcia, CJ. We can take Curtis Mead. He's not a bad look against the pitch mix. Righty on righty, he does hit off of righties as well. Didn't really come and look at the sweet spots, some top three spots. So it could be Curtis Mead, but like in James Wood, Luis Garcia, CJ Abrams as well. Um, we know that this team, you choose one, it can be somebody else. Um, we do have a few sleepers that can go that don't look too bad, such as Ruiz. Don't look too bad. Just has a high K rate off the splitter. And yeah, you could take Lau if you want to. But we literally just have those three. James Wood, Curtis Mead, and CJ Abrams. I mean, James Wood, CJ Abrams, and Luis Garcia Jr. My bad. I say you could take Ruiz, you could take Curtis Mead as well. But James Wood, CJ Abrams, Luis Garcia Jr. is our favorite in that order. Curtis Mead and Ruiz could also be a nice pick as well. Maybe even see Tenna do something. See anybody from this team do something, but we move over to Miles McCullough versus Seattle. Same thing, pretty much gives it up 50-50 the past 2 years and 7 and left, 7 and right this year. It is wind blowing out 12 miles an hour in this game, so not really a lot to, I mean, it's not really anything deteriorating home runs. It's boosting home runs. That's what I meant. There it goes. So he gets you a lot of hits off the pitcher. Looks nice. Hell Julio save. No, he's been kind of MIA the past 7 days, but I feel like that's the exact reason to take him. Luke Rayleigh, we know that he kind of sold yesterday. Did go 2 days ago though. Well, 3 days ago. Then Dominic Canzone. We know that he cranks off of righties as well. Both of these guys crank off of righties, Luke Rayleigh and Dominic. So I would personally go with them three. But if we don't want to keep going with the same three as well, Luke Rayleigh, Dominic, I feel like is our usual go-to. So you can take them. They do look amazing. But I'm gonna go Julio today. Patrick Wisdom is gonna be my sleeper. Um, and then I just maybe go Julio. I mean Randy. Julio, Randy. Yeah, Randy has the home run off the pitcher as well. So Julio, Randy, Patrick Wisdom as a sleeper. Patrick Wisdom has a home run off of him. Has a 44% K rate. Got walked 3 times, well twice. But he's just a sleeper. Instead of always going with Dominic Canzone, Luke Rayleigh, and Cole Emerson. You know they are the people that have been doing something. They don't look bad. You can take Luke, Dominic, and Cole Emerson if you want to. But today we're gonna go with Julio, Randy, and Patrick Wisdom. Miles is vulnerable as well, giving up a lot of home runs the last 5 games. So Julio, Josh Naylor, Luke Rayleigh, Dominic Canzone, Mitch Garver is the stack that's being pulled. Dominic Canzone, Luke Rayleigh, Cole Emerson, Julio Rodriguez. So Julio Rodriguez is our go-to number one that's being pulled from the side as well. Definitely liking that. Um, the next vulnerable game is Baltimore versus San Diego. Now we said Pete Alonso for this game because the pitcher gives it up mainly to righties the past 2 years. This year he gives up one to lefty, three to righties. So I was going with Pete. Pete Alonso was our favorite. Um, Gunner, you can take. He looks good against the pitch mix. And Kobe Mayo. I think it was Kobe Mayo. You know, Adley is kind of like the go-to, not really striking out, having a lot of flyouts against the pitcher. So wind is blowing out 13 miles an hour in this game as well. We could see a lot of home runs going, or we could just see a fluke game. I'll say I'm liking them three: Gunner, Pete, and Kobe Mayo. Maybe it's Colin Cowser. I don't think I saved them. I just really go in there and mm, I'm not too sure between these two, between Kobe Mayo and Colin Cowser. Really between these two, pick your poison. But for sure, Pete Alonso, Gunner. And then it's between Kobe Mayo and Colin Cowser as a sleeper. Over on this side, our stack for San Diego, Gavin Sheets, Ty France, Rodolfo Duran, Samad Taylor, Nick Solik, and Manny Machado. Jackson Murrow's being pulled at the bottom. Gives it up to righties mainly. Only one to left, 14 to right the past 2 years, and then 8 to right this year. So Manny Machado is who we were liking. Gavin Sheets as well. Um, no, it's not Gavin Sheets. It's just Manny Machado so far. And I think it was somebody else, just potentially. Yeah, maybe it is Jackson Miro. I'll just go Jackson Miro. Shit, he don't give it up to righty, so I mean to lefty, so that's kind of just Manny Machado, Money Machado, Xander Bogarts. Yeah, maybe just go Manny Machado, Ty France, and do we go Xander Bogarts or Jackson Miro? Just probably stick it with Manny. Yeah, just run your heat checks. Jackson Miro, Manny, Xander Bogarts is who I'll say. Just run those three from that side as well. Now we move. But Washington, Seattle, we did that. Arizona, Cincinnati for Zach Gallen, 5 to left, 6 to right, 17 to left, 25 to right. Uh, could see JJ, but gotta remember again, it is a Sunday. I can swear as not liking his K rate this year, but he does have history off of the pitcher. Has a home run, 2 home runs, and got walked one. So could see Suarez potentially do something like in Nate Lau, even though it says that he's cold against the pitcher, 55% K rate and plate appearances. That is kind of nasty. A damn gnat flying in here or some shit, bro. I don't know, unless I'm like tripping out and just seeing some shit. I swear I just seen like a fly or some shit. I know that's real goddamn random, but that shit is like, I don't know. It just kind of threw me off. But yeah, probably just JJ Bleday, Sal Stewart, and oh, it's probably is that fruit cup that I had. Suarez, yeah, probably gonna be my go-to. The stack, let's see, Corbin Cattell, Nolan Arenado, Jordan, Marino Vargas. Oh shit, wrong side, my bad. JJ Bleday, Nathaniel Lau, Sal Stewart, Matt McClain, Suarez, Spencer Steer. So JJ Bleday for sure. Uh, Sal Stewart potentially for sure. And then go Suarez as your sleeper. If you don't want Suarez, stick with Spencer Steer. Just go with these three. JJ Bleday, Sal Stewart, Spencer Steer. Maybe be somebody else now. Like you maybe see a Matt McClain bomb. Yep. You maybe see a Matt McClain, so you can swap him out for Suarez if you want to. If you're not liking Suarez, you have Novelli on the heat check, does have a triple off the pitcher as well. And Dane Myers haven't faced the pitcher, but anybody can potentially go off of him. I'm liking my chances with JJ Bledea, Sal Stewart again, and then Addis Suarez to the fire. That's the three from that side. From over here, Andrew Abbott, 3 to left, 24 to right. So mainly want a righty. Cattell has hits off of him. I think I was liking Cattell. Um, Marino. Arenado has 2 home runs off of him. So loving Nolan. We like Marino. Yeah, probably be Vargas on like a sleeper bet. Um, Cattell is kind of like selling right now. Could do it. Definitely could do it with that weak spot, but he's kind of selling. So I would say Nolan for sure. Go Corbin for your heat check. And then yeah, I maybe just keep it like that. Nolan, Corbin, Cattell. Just go with them three. You could take Marino and Vargas on straight bets if you want to. I'm gonna go with them three and move on to the next game because I don't want to sit right here for too long with these games. Chicago White Sox versus LA Dodgers. Pretty much the typical three. For today, we want Colson, Braden, and then we're going Vargas. Vargas looks better than Benintendi. Um, Benintendi can get it done. Our stack is Vargas, Colson, Randall, Drew Romo, Brandon, Benintendi. Well, Braden and then Benintendi. So Vargas, Colson, Randall, Drew, Braden, Vargas, Andrew, Colson, Braden. So Braden, Colson, Vargas for sure. That's who I personally will take um, from that side. Wind is blowing out 12 miles an hour too. Yeah, 12 miles an hour to center field. On the other side, of course, Otani take him as your heat check. You can take Andy Pages. No, you can take Max Muncy actually over Andy Pages. Otani, Max Muncy, and I think Doodoo Bets is who I had. Yeah, I think that's it. Otani, Max Muncy, and we just go Freddie Freeman on a day late. He could get walked. You could take his walks for sure. But yeah, I'll just go with them three. Freddie Freeman, same thing as yesterday. Otani crushes this pitch mix. Yeah, I'll just go with them. Them three, them three, them three. I'm just trying to get confirmation before I decide to move on. Okay, them all of the vulnerable games. Now I'm going over to Miami versus Pittsburgh. It's Paul Skeens on the mounds. You can take his Ks. He should be able to get you 7 to 8 Ks for sure. But we are liking just Liam Hicks, Otto Lopez, Xavier Edwards. Everybody else could potentially get you a base or hits 2 bases, but staying away from Skeens right now. Yeah, from the other side, Max Mayer, he does get you like 5 strikeouts a game, 6 strikeouts a game. Giving up 2 home runs, 3 home runs the past 5 games. So a little bit more vulnerable. Was like in Bilal, Spencer Hortz, Ryan O'Hearn, usual three. Yeah, winds blowing out 12 miles an hour as well. They should be able to get it done today. We should be able to see these guys kind of pop off. Okay. Well, Eli, Spencer Hortz, Ryan O'Hearn, Liam Hicks, the only one we taken from that side. We move. Did this New York Yankees versus Toronto. Springer. Nope. Take your heat check, Akumoto. You can take Sanchez today. Ernie Clement don't look bad. mm, I couldn't seem to find his goddamn name for some reason. Like I'm blind that night, bro. Yeah, Akumoto saved. Ernie saved. Panago as a sleeper. You could take Springer. Yeah. Just gonna go with them three. Akumoto, Panago as a sleeper. Um, Ernie or Springer, who I'm liking. Now Patrick Corbin versus New York. Ben Rice has a home run against the pitcher. You know that he's our chalk. Should be able to do it today. Tired of chasing this guy. I feel like without my bad. I feel like without Aaron Judge, Ben Rice is on the decline. Well, he has been on the decline, I should say. Our stack from this game: Ben Rice, Cody, Paul Goldsmith, Jason Dominguez, Amir Rosario, Jazz. Ben Rice, Jason, Cody, Paul, Jazz being pulled. Paul has home runs. Jazz has home runs. Ben Rice has a home run against this pitcher. Cody is making a lot of contact, get walked a lot. Jose Caballero has home runs off this pitcher. Yeah, pretty much everybody has a home run off this pitcher, pretty much. Jason Dominguez is your heat check. Same thing with Paul Goldsmith. But who we are liking today is Goldsmith again. Um, Back to back. Also liking Ben Rice. Could potentially see him go for a heat check as well, but mainly liking them too. Um, Paul Goldsmith, Ben Rice, and you can also potentially add Cody to that. Yeah, you can add Cody to that. But that's my three. Same three as usual. Ben Rice is in there. Yes, I know he's the chalk, but he's in there. And yeah, Atlanta versus New York Mets. We got Juan Soto, Jared Young, Eric Wagner, MJ, and Francisco Alvarez being pulled in the stack. 4 to left, 3 to right, 14 to left, 17 to right. Wind is blowing towards left field. Overshed, Juan Soto, Mark Vientos. I felt like I did this game, but yeah, those are the three we're going with. Juan Soto, Mark Vientos, Overshed. Yeah, the three. The three that we are going with. Um, this side over here, Matt Olson for sure. Matt Olson has a home run against them. Austin Riley has a home run against them. Mauricio Dubon has a home run against them. Dominic Smith, no, not Mauricio Dubon. It's Dominic Smith that has it. Dominic Smith has hits. Who had the home run? Is it Eli? Yeah, Eli White. My bad. Yeah. So Eli White, Matt Olson, Austin Riley has home runs off the pitcher. They keep pulling Rowdy. I'm not sure if he's playing or not. Played yesterday. He only had one at bat though, so not really a lot to go off of when it comes down to Rowdy Tellez this year. But last year he was a demon. He plays. You could take him as a sleeper, but our three, Matt Olson, Austin Riley. You can heat check Michael Harris as well. He is a heat check. Um, but I'll say mainly Matt Olson, Michael Harris. They maybe Walk Izzy. So I'll say Austin Riley. It's my three. Detroit, Cleveland, Gavin Williams versus Detroit. We already know Dingler is our favorite, but Riley Green doesn't look bad today. Dingler is our favorite. Spencer Tork has hits off of the pitcher, a hit with six strikeouts. We like Spencer Tork. Riley Green, Winsell Perez so far. Dylan Dingler, of course. Terry Carpenter does have hits off of the pitcher, while a hit with a 33% K rate. But probably just beat them three. You can look out for Matt Vierlin again. But I'll just say Spencer Tork, Winsell Perez. Riley Green, Spencer Tork. Was it? Okay, Riley Green, Winsell Perez, and then Harry Carpenter. Harry Carpenter or Dingler. Either one of those, you guys choose who you want as your third. Stack for that game is Dingler, Carey, Spencer Tork, Winsell Perez, Riley Green, James Outman. Over here, Angel Martinez, Jose, Cal Mizardo, Travis, and Daniel Sneeman. Like in J Round, Angel Martinez. I think we said Rice Hoskins or Chase for two bases. Um, and yeah, hold on one second. Yeah, like in Chase for two bases. I think that was mainly all that we had from that game. Andrew Martinez, J Round, and Daniel Sneeman. I think. I think. Don't quote me on that. My bad. I am a little tired. So those are the three that we're liking. Um, all right, let's move. Another game. Arizona, Cincinnati. We did St. Louis, Minnesota. Pretty self-explanatory for this. Byron Buxton, Cody Clemens, Royce Lewis. You can take Brooks Lee on a day late. Josh Bell on a day late as well if you want to, but we're liking Byron Buxton, Cody Clemens, Royce Lewis. Yeah, those are the three that we're liking. Hold on. My bad, y'all. All right. For St. Louis side versus Tyus Bradley. Now, he is a decent pitcher. Gives up a lot of strikeouts, though. Um, has been, well, gives up a lot of home runs. Has been on a decline since his surgery. So, can be vulnerable today. Like in Jordan Walker, well, Ivan Herrera, Jordan Walker, Alec Burleson today, and take Blaze Jordan as well. All right. My bad again. I had to go get a water, bro. Like it's so fucking hot in here. Um, Especially with my PC being on. Uh Christopher Sanchez, you can take his Ks. I wouldn't touch him for home runs. If you want to touch him, well, you want to take somebody for home runs. That is better wording. I'll say take your heat check. Potentially Yelich, just potentially. Take that with a grain of salt. He does have a double. Has hits, could potentially get you hits. This is a rivalry game, I will kind of say. We just seen Jacob give Philly 15 strikeouts. So 9 times out of 10, Christopher Sanchez is coming to get his revenge and potentially give you like 10 Ks. But I'll say his 8 is safe for sure. The stack for Milwaukee that is being pulled though is Jake Bowers, Jackson Churio, Gary Sanchez, Bryce Terang, Andrew Vaughn, Kristen Yelich, Jackson Churio, Bryce Terang, William Contreras, and then Jake Bowers is getting pulled as your danger batters. Cal Harrison, also a very good pitcher. Don't really give up a lot of home runs like that. Well, he gave up 3 his last game, then one, but kind of a roller coaster pitcher. Could sit people down today. Feel like Cal is gonna go for sure. Has a home run off the pitcher, so probably want to get his revenge if he don't get walked. The pitcher has walked him twice. Bryce Harper is not a bad look as well. Has a home run against him as well. Um, and we were like in Bohm, so pretty much them top three. Bohm did try. Edmund Sosa is your heat check as well. Maybe you can see him do something Derek Hill. He would be a long shot, but his size is kind of worth it if you play it. Um, Not really liking Trey Turner. He slowly declined himself out of having an ISO. So yeah, his ISO is so low. Probably could still do it, but performance is not looking that great lately. Houston versus Kansas City. Now this game pretty self-explanatory as well. Um, Kansas City side, I just personally went with Bobby today. Um, Bobby, Dalvy, and I think it was Jack. Yeah, it was Jack. You could take Jack or Carter Jensen, but I'm liking Bobby, Salvi, and Jack today. Pitcher gives it up to lefties and righties. Has a super high fly ball rate. So Stephen Kolek gives it up pretty much to both as well. Um, Usual Jordan, Kristen Walker is my favorite today. Jordan is second. Um, you can heat check Altuve if you want to. Cam Smith is a day late. Don't look bad against the pitch mix as well. There's wind blowing in 12 miles an hour in this game, so be careful. You want power for sure. You probably see like a sneaky person do it. But with that wind blowing in 12 miles an hour, I'll just go with Jordan and Christian Walker. Those would be my top two favorite. Bobby and Salvi from over here. Just want to make sure Philly's playing in a dome. St. Louis, Minnesota, that wind is blowing to left field, 15 miles an hour. A right field, 15 miles an hour as well. So I maybe swap out Cody Clemens for Brooks Lee in that Minnesota game. In Cincinnati at Arizona, it's a chance of rain, so be cautious. Detroit as well, it's a chance of rain. Atlanta versus New York Mets, wind is blowing to the right field, but left field. New York Yankees versus Toronto, it's in a dome. San Diego, Baltimore, out to center field. So just wanted to get that out there to get the weather across. Dodgers versus White Sox, self-explanatory again. Take Otani on the heat check. Take Mad Max on the heat check. You can take Freddie Freeman for walks. He's gonna get walked for sure. 9 times out of 10, 7 walks. Two doubles. Potentially could see the same thing with Mookie Betts. Well, never mind. He don't get walked like that. So Cal Tucker has hits off of him, has a home run as well. So could do Max, Otani, and Tucker, or Max, Otani, Freeman. Um, Potentially even see Dalton Russian do something. I'm liking the three that we have: Otani, Max, Muncy, and Freeman. From the White Sox side, well, my bad, the Dodgers stack: Max Muncy, Otani, Don Russian, Andy Paez, Ryan Ward, the Freddie Freeman. Can't see Ryan Ward do something as well. Can't count him out. But like I said, we have our three. Emmett Shaheen gives it up mainly to lefties and righties this year and last year as well. So don't really have a favorite. Miguel Vargas, I think I did this. But Miguel Vargas, Jose Montgomery, Braden Montgomery. I'm pretty sure I did this game. But if I haven't, yeah, we did. We went over this game. Colorado at Athletic Stadium. Now we know that their odds are not the best. Pretty sure they're still playing in that small park. So Nick Kurtz have hits off of him. Where he hit, struck out twice. Zach haven't faced him. He is our heat check. Did call him in a breakdown yesterday. Jonah Heem has hits. They making contact. Yeah, Shay, Jonah, Nick Curtis potentially gonna be a go-to. Kobe, Nick Kurtz, Shay, Jonah, Zach Geller. Tyler Soderstrom, Nick Kurtz, Shay, Jonah. So it's Tyler, Nick Kurtz, and Shay, and it's our three. Then you take Jonah if you want to, and Zach Geller from the heat check if you guys want to. Over here gives it up to lefties this year. Well, more to righties, 11 to righties, 5 to left. 36 to right, 8 to left. So you could potentially see TJ do something, just potentially take it with a grain of salt versus the lefty not doing nothing. Hunter Goodman is our go-to. Executes over, I don't look bad as well. Yeah, I'll just go Hunter Goodman from that game. TJ Rumfield as a sleeper. And potentially Cole. Yeah, Hunter Goodman, TJ Rumfield, and Cole again. Potentially could see Cal do something. Chicago at San Francisco. Pitcher gives it up mainly to righties. So that's Casey Smith, Willie Adames. My phone. Fuck. Casey Smith, Willie Adames, and Bryce Eldridge. Potentially you can see do something. Or Matt Chapman. Bryce Eldridge can be a sleeper. Casey Smith, Willie, Matt Chapman, Bryce Eldridge as a sleeper. Take Raphael if you want to. Haven't really been doing a lot. PCA is your heat check, but Ian has home runs against them. Suzuki has home runs. Bush has home runs. So those were my three. Even though I don't like playing Bush, you can swap Bush out for uh, PCA and possibly see a little bit more success. And the wind is blowing out 12 miles an hour to center field, picks up to 15. So we're liking that. Tampa Bay, LA. To be honest with you, Tampa Bay haven't been doing nothing. Um, My bad. Let me show you guys the Colorado stat. Hunter Goodman, Cole Curry, Braxton Fulford, DJ Rumfield, Jake McCarthy, Athletics, Tyler Soderstrom, Nick Curtis, Shea. Already did that one. So Chicago stacks, Ian Happ, Michael Conforto, Seiya Suzuki, Michael Bush, PCA. Over here, they got Casey Smith, Willie Adames, Eric Hayes, and Jonah. So, yeah, going back to Tampa Bay, gives it up to righties, two to righties, nothing to left, four to right, five to left the past 2 years. Um, I mean, this is the LA side. Facing Tampa Bay. Jose Siri is our heat check. Mike Trout is our day late. Has a home run against the pitcher as well. Could be Trout. We got Wade Meckler as our sleeper. Joe Adele has a hit off with a pitcher. Oswald Peraza haven't faced the pitcher. Well, got walked, struck out twice. Zach Neto has a hit. Um, so Jose Siri is your heat check. Take Mike Trout. He's kind of the favorite right now. Joe Adele. I mean, Wade Meckler is the sleeper, and potentially just Zach Neto. Take them three over Joe Adele. Tampa Bay side almost completely went over that. LA Stacks, Wade Meckler, Zach Neto, Mike Trout. So yeah, liking them three. Jose Siri, Oswald Peraza, Joe Adele. You can take Jose Siri on a straight bet if you want to. Grayson Rodriguez, three to left. One to right. Gave up 4 home runs the past 5 games. 9 to left, 10 to right. The past 2 years, we said wind is blowing out 8 miles an hour to right field in this game. Yandy has hits off the pitcher. Jonathan Aranda has hits off the pitcher. Um, he has a hit. So I would say we don't really have much to go off of with this team, to be honest with you guys. I'll just say Cedric Mullins, Jonathan Aranda, and Yandy. You could take Junior if you want to. Don't look bad today. Just this team as a whole haven't been doing anything. So Texas at Boston. Um, did I do the stack for this? Junior Yandy, Jonathan Aranda, Victor Messer, Ryan Velade, Cedric Mullins, Hunter Fiducia, Richie Palacios, and Nick Fortes. All right, last but not least, Nick Evelati, 10 to left, 5 to right, 16 to left, 9 to right. Got a decent K rate the past few games. He get you at least 5 to 6. Giving up home runs as well, all of them games. So William Brew has a home run against them and JD. Had William Brew save, Jaron Duran save. I think it was Rafaela or William Contreras, one or the other. Wilson Contreras, not William. So it's one or the other between Rafaela and Wilson Contreras. You choose, but I'm liking William Brew, JD for sure today. It probably just be Wilson Contreras, to be honest with you. But going over to the other side, where your Boston stack is JD, Wilson Contreras, William Brew. Say JD is our favorite, William Brew is second. Wilson Contreras is the third being pulled. Well, JD, Wilson Contreras, William Brew, Andrew Monasterio, Nate Eaton, Caleb Durbin, Vadim Rafaela, Carlos Narvez, and Connor Wong is your stack. I got JD, Wilson Contreras, and William Brew as my three. Swap out Wilson Contreras for Rafaela if you want to. Going over to early versus Texas, gives it up 4 to left, 8 to right, 4 to left, 8 to right the past 2 years. So pretty much giving it up to righties. Um, Josh John, pretty nice. Jake Berger looked nice. Josh John, Jake Berger, maybe just done 2 of them. Do we have a core receiver? Yeah. Um, I don't think I came and looked at this game because I wasn't really liking the way that Tampa Bay was performing. So I'll personally say Jake Berger, um, Josh John, and 9 times out of 10, Elias Diaz does have a home run. So I would say Jake Berger, Josh John, and Elias Diaz as a sleeper. That's solid. Okay, where are we at? 44 minutes, not bad. Closing this out. I'll say take your strikeouts for sure. Paul Skeens for strikeouts. Christopher Sanchez for strikeouts to help this out a little bit better. Christopher Sanchez strikeouts. You could take Gavin Williams for 5. Um, 9 times out of 10 will get you 5. Same thing potentially with Max Mayer. and that's just the potentially. Um, Cal Harrison should be able to get you 5 as well. Kind of going a little low with these batters. I mean pitchers. Games can get you 7 to 6. I'll say 6 to be a little bit more safe. Rollison has gave you 9, so I'll take him for 6 as well. So it's damn near everybody for 6 or 5, bro. Is what it's looking at. Well, looking like I should say. Christopher Sanchez, you can take for 8. I'll take him for 8. Christopher Sanchez for 8. Max Mayer should be able to get you 5. Gavin Williams should be able to get you 5. Kyle Harrison should be able to get you 5. And then Paul Skeen should be able to get you 7. Or I would say 6 to be safe. You can run that. You can add who you want. You can take off who you want, up whatever you want. But that is solid for strikeouts. The top 10 projected for today is Max Muncy, Corbin Carroll, Luke Rayleigh, Otani, JJ Bleday, Yandy, Ben Rice, Dominic Canzone, Wilson Contreras, and Andy Paez. Who I feel like I will be attacking for parlays, 3 parlays as usual, 1 chalk parlay. I don't know if I want to gamble with Kyle Schwarber today, but I'll definitely gamble with Jordan. Um, that one's going in as well though. I'm not too sure. Miles, we can go over. Let's go Julio. Let's go Julio. Um, yeah, let's go Julio today. I would throw Ben Rice on there, but I'm gonna go Julio. Um, hmm, Julio's kind of stamped. We can go Julio, Cody Clemens, or Brooks Lee. You guys want to Julio, Cody Clemens, and Suzuki. Julio, Cody Clemens, Suzuki. Yeah, I'm liking that. Julio, Cody Clemens, Suzuki. We can go Byron Buxton, big Bucks truck. Uh, Kristen, ooh, that wind is blowing in that game. So big Bucks truck. Hmm, trying to think, y'all. Big Bucks truck, Ben Rice. Let's see if Ben Rice can go today. I kind of don't want to put him with Big Ben. I mean, with Big Bucks truck. Let's go Ben Rice, Brandon Lau, Byron Buxton, 3 Bs. If you want to swap Ben Rice out, it won't be a B lay anymore, but you can take Mad Max. So Brandon Lau, Byron Buxton, Mad Max. I think that is a heat check as well, like a heat check lay. Um, no, Lau didn't go yesterday, so it's not a heat check lay. But I'm liking those 3. And then one more, because you know we gotta do 3 lays before we close it out. Um, let's take the person that's been kind of upset in the world, Luke Rayleigh. Go ahead and take Luke Rayleigh today. Let's take Matt Olson today. Mm. Luke Rayleigh, Matt Olson, and do we just add another like chalk on it and go a little hefty on this today? Do we add Nick Kurtz? 67% K rate. Ian Happ, that's who we gonna go. Matt Olson, Ian Happ. Uh, Here we go again with the Matt Olson, Luke Rayleigh. I just feel like I have more potential where I can get a lay from. Matt Olson, Luke Rayleigh, Arizona versus Cincinnati. Supposed to be rain, I don't know. I can't find a third for this lay. Matt Olson, Luke Rayleigh, and Matt Olson, Luke Rayleigh, and then do we go Kerry Carpenter or Riley Green or Dylan Dingler? Wind is blowing out 18 miles an hour. Going Dingler. Dingler, Matt Olson, Luke Rayleigh. So we got Dingler, Matt Olson, Luke Rayleigh. It was Cows. It was Dingler, Matt Olson, Luke Rayleigh. Bryce, not Bryce Harper. Brandon Loud, Ben Rice, Byron Buxton. If you wasn't liking Ben Rice, you can swap him out for somebody. I can't remember. Um, and then there was another lay that we had. Well, yeah, that's all. Gonna close out this video, upload this, play your bases, be cautious today. It is the last game of the series. And yeah.